అసోసియేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఫిజిషియన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ ఆరిజిన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో న్యూజెర్సీలో ఫండ్ రైజింగ్ కార్యక్రమం విజయవంతంగా జరిగింది. పుల్వామా దాడి ఘటనలో అమరులైన వీర జవాన్ల కుటుంబాల సహాయార్థం ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని నిర్వహించారు.
I'd like to invite our Council General. Please, जोरदार तालियों से उनका अभिनंदन, स्वागत, welcome. Of course, as you all know, he is a great Sandeep Chakrabarti.
Sangeeta, don't walk in.
And Sandeep ji,
Dr. Vinod Sinha, HR Shah,
Dr. HR Shah,
Dr. Hemant Patel.
Dr. HR Shah was awarded by the Punjab University doctorate.
Dr. Kishore Ratnalkar,
This is all screwed up.
Peter Kothari, Raj Lakshmi ji, Alok Yadav.
Alok Yadav from FIA, the president, please come up. And folks, HR Shah, as you know, that he was awarded a doctorate, he's with us, and chairman of TV Asia. Bharat Mata ki
Jai.
Vande Vande.
We will have 1 minute silence for
You have
That's all.
आपके सबके टेबल पे दीपक है, उसे जलाइए आप प्लीज.
दीपक जलाइए संजय.
और let's pray for all those people, the heart braves who have given their lives for our freedom.
Please have light.
Thank you.
ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి ఇండియన్ కమ్యూనిటీకి చెందిన ఫిజిషియన్స్ పెద్ద ఎత్తున హాజరయ్యారు. ఈవెంట్స్ లో భాగంగా గాయకులు తమ పాటలతో అలరించారు.
चांद तारे
आकाश में हो रहे हैं कैसे इशारे क्या देख कर खुश हो रहे हैं चाँद तारे
क्यों तुम पर आए दिल में समाए ये बात क्या है ये राज क्या है कोई हमें बता दे दिल की नजर से नजरों के दिल से ये बात क्या है ये राज क्या है कोई हमें बता दे दिल की नजर से
शुक्रिया मेहरबानी
అంతేకాకుండా ఫండ్ రైజింగ్ కోసం నిర్వహించిన వేలం పాటలో డాక్టర్లందరూ ఎంతో ఉత్సాహంగా పాల్గొన్నారు.
Give a big hand, ladies and gentlemen, to the professional auctioneer, which is what? How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. What a wonderful cause. And I applaud each and every one of you for supporting the families of these victims that paid the ultimate sacrifice for this incredible country, ladies and gentlemen. Only in New Jersey could Howard Schwartz be the live auctioneer for the American Associations of Physicians of India, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is the only place in the world where this could happen, and it is my true honor to be part of this amazing cause. As you heard, we only have a few lots, and you're going to be able to win these lots, the live auction. You don't need to come on stage. We ask you simply to raise your hand and bid on these great lots. Our first lot being held up here, as we all know, 2001 was a special year for the World Cup Championship Indian cricket team. This Indian cricket bat is hand signed by every single member of the 2011 World Cup Championship team. MS Dhoni, Vinender Sehwag, Ravi Chandran, Ashwin, Virat Kohli, and the rest of the entire team, hand signed by every World Cup champion from the 2011 team. It is valued at over $3,000. We're going to start the opening bid of just $250. Support the families of the victims and at the same time go home with a great item. Who's going to kick us off at just $250 right now? Let me see a hand raised high at $250. Do I have $250? Yeah, $250 in the center. Thank you very much. Right here, $400 in the room. $250 is our generous bid. Do I hear $400? I've got $250. $250 going once. Who's going to go home? I've got $400 right over here in front. Do I hear $500? $500 over here. Thank you very much. Do I hear $600? $500 is the gentleman's bid. Say $600 in the room. $500 going once. Say $600. I've got $500. $500 going twice. Say $600. $500. Do I hear $600? Someone's going to home with this great lot. $600 on my left. Thank you, sir. I'm back at $700. $600 going once. Say $700 in the room. I've got $600. Say $700. Sir, come back in. It's a fun game. You don't need to go back to the wall. I mean, come on. Not a big deal. $700 is the bid. I mean, that's like breakfast at some restaurants in New Jersey. You're going to go home with the 2011 World Cup Championship cricket team, signed by every single member of the champions. $600 is up. Bid to I pocket $700. $600 going twice. Say $700. $700 on my left. I'm back at $800. $700 going once. Say $800. I've got $700. $700. Would you say $800? I've got $700 in the room. $700 going twice. Do I hear $800? $700. Final call and fair warning at $700. Bam! $700 right here. Give him a nice round of applause. Howard, deliver it right on over to him. There we go. Our next lot. This is spectacular. Well, folks, here we are. We're going to have a little picture on stage with our winning bidder right over here. That's awesome. Now we suggest, sir, you don't play with this. It's hand signed by the entire team, by all means.
Yeah. Okay, look at here. Look at here, sir. Okay, everybody, look at 1, 2, 3. This camera.
We love cricket. Let me give one example. In 2007, I think 7, when we World Cup Championship, we celebrated Indian Consulate because the Indian cricket team has a dress like a blue, and we did a celebration with the blue level scarf.
Another nice round of applause. Congratulations once again, sir. You are going home with a great collectible. Our next lot, as we know, folks, it's snowing outside, it's hailing. My jacket got frostbite, it's so freezing outside. So our next live auction lot is a fantastic trip to the #1 rated resort by Condé Nast Magazine in Central America, the one and only Gaia Resort and Hotel. 5-star property. It doesn't get any nicer than this. You and your guests will enjoy an incredible trip to the #1 rated destination. 4-day stay at the 5-star Gaia Resort in the lush scenic rainforest of Costa Rica. And included in your 4-day stay will be full and delicious breakfast at La Luna restaurant. Welcome drinks, welcome tapas as well, round trip transportation to and from the parks, the incredible sand beaches as well. This beautiful trip includes twice daily maid service, free phone calls, you don't even need your cell phone at this incredible tropical destination. You're gonna be in the heart of Costa Rica, the rainforest. You're gonna be able to enjoy zip linings, the scenery, the lush, pristine surroundings as well. The most amazing trip. And I'm gonna throw in a bottle of copper tone suntan lotion to really enhance this lot as well. Package value over $5,000. Look how beautiful this trip is. 4-day stay, 5-star resort, all the amenities you can imagine. Oh, and they're throwing in 2 massages for you and your guests as well. Package valued over $5,000. I'm gonna kick it off at just $1,000 in the room. Who'd like to start us off at just $1,000 for a 5-star vacation? It's 8 degrees and snowing outside. Head on over to Costa Rica and support at the same time. Who'd like to start us at just $1,000 in the room for a $5,000 trip? $1,000, thank you very much in the center. Who would like to say $1,200? 1,000 is our generous bid. Do I hear 12 in the room? $1,000 going once, say 1,200. I've got 1,000. 1,000 going twice. Right here, 12. I've got 1,000. Say 1,200 in the room. I've got 1,000. Do I hear 12? 1,000 going twice. Say 1,200 for a $5,000 sunny, warm destination. 1,200 here. 1,300 there. Back to you at 14. 13 in the back, would you say 14? 13 going twice, say 14. 1,300, final call, and fair warning at $1,300. Bang! 1,300, give that gentleman in the back by the wall a great round of applause. Thank you very much, Sharon. The gentleman by the wall, just raise your hand, Sharon. Thank you very much. You got it in the back? All right, our next lot, here we go. This is our top live auction lot that we have ever offered. Howard, if you could show it to both sides of the room, that would be fantastic. If they could bring it up on the screen right here, here we are. Look how beautiful this is. Ladies and gentlemen, time to cross it off your bucket list, because this is your own private villa in Bali, ladies and gentlemen. It is not 5 stars, it is rated 6 stars. One of only a handful of properties in the world that has this ranking. 6-star private villa, 6 people, 3 couples will enjoy the ultimate destination vacation of a lifetime. It includes 8 days and 7 nights of pure luxury. The week-long stay, ladies and gentlemen, includes round trip airport transfers as well. All the amenities you can imagine. Your own private pool, daybed, gazebos, tropical rainforests on the terraces as well. In addition to the week-long stay, 8 days and 7 nights for 6 people, could be an entire family, 3 couples, however you want to do it. With all of the amenities, we're also including your very own private chef for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free. On top of that, a staff of 3 will cater to you butler service and take everything you need for you 24/7 for your 8-day stay. Full concierge as well. And here's the best part. Not only are you close to the world-renowned beaches, but how about no expiration date and no blackout dates, including holidays. You could go whenever you want. You could go in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, or 10 years. It never expires until you and your guests enjoy the #1 vacation of your entire lives. 6-star property, 8 days, 7 nights, private chefs included for all 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The staff of 3, full concierge, round-trip airport transfers valued at over $20,000. Our top-rated live auction lot to support the victims' families. We've already got an open bid of just $4,000. Are you kidding me? Who would like to say 5,000? I've got 4. That's less than 1,000 a person. You can't stay at a Holiday Inn in New Jersey for that price, let alone your private villa, ladies and gentlemen, with all these great amenities. 4,000 is our generous bid. Do I hear 5 in the room? 4,000 going once, say 5,000. I've got 4. You could chip in 6 of you. 3 couples could chip in $2 grand a piece if you want. 4,000 is our generous bid. Do I hear 5? 4,000 going once. That's a bid. Thank you very much in the center. 5,000. 5,000 going once. Do I hear 5,500? 5,000 is our generous bid. Jump on in at 55. 5,000 going twice. Who would like to say 5,500? That's still less than 1,000 a person. The chef would cost you more than that, ladies and gentlemen, let alone your 6-star property. And once again, your 8-day stay has no expiration date, no blacked out dates, and you're supporting the families as well. Is there any better vacation you could win with no expiration date to enjoy? 5,000 is our generous bid. Do I hear 55 in the room? 5,000 going once. Raise your hand high proudly. 55. Oh, you were just saying hello to someone, okay. Thank you very much, sir. If you raise your hand in my live auction, you may as well have your Amex card in it, sir. Not a problem. I've got 5,000. Who would want to say 5,500 for our $20,000 vacation? Take advantage now. 5,000 going once. Do I hear 55? 5,000 going twice. 5,500 is the ladies' bid right here. Back to you at 6,000. 55 going once, so I hear 6,000 in the room. 5,500 going twice, say 6,000. 5,500, final call, and fair warning at $56,000 over here. Thank you very much, sir. We're back to you, ma'am, at 6,500. 6,000, I mean, ma'am, for $500 divided by 8 nights, it's like $12 a night. I mean, the math is in your favor here. Why don't we do this? Sharon, this is okay with you. We've got 40 families to support. How about we save you $500? We'll honor your bid at $5,500. We'll do 8 days for you. And we'll honor your bid and save you $500 and do $5,500 for you and raise double for the victims' families. What do you say? And give them both a great round of applause. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and the beautiful lady as well. Thank you so much. Our next lot. What a trip we've got to wine country, Napa Valley, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see that baby right over here. Look how beautiful this is. 5-star getaway to wine country. You and your guests will enjoy a mutually agreeable 3-day stay at the 5-star Fairmont Sonoma Mission Inn and Spa. Daily breakfast for 2. This is the #1 rated resort hotel in the entire Western Hemisphere of the United States. You'll also enjoy, in addition to the daily breakfast for 2, a bottle of Silver Oak, the top-rated wine, highly coveted Cabernet Sauvignon. We're included a wine country picture as well. The daily breakfast, and once again, no expiration date and no blackout dates, including holidays. You want some fun in the sun at the 5-star Fairmont Sonoma Mission and Spa with the incredible bottle of Silver Oak Cabernet Sauvignon. You can enjoy wine country like nobody else. The hotel is sold out for almost over 3 years, but not tonight. This is your chance to head on over where all the celebrities do. It's valued at over $4,500. We already have our opening bid of just $1,500. Who would like to say $2,000? Once again, enjoy the top-rated wine country vacation you will ever go on in your life. $1,500 is a generous bid. Do I hear $2,000 in the room? $1,500 is a generous bid. Going once, saying even $2. $15 going twice. Do I hear $1,750? I'll drop it below $2. $15 going once. Do I hear $1,750 in the room? $15 going twice. I want you to look outside at the snow on your cars and think about being here, enjoying the top-rated wine, the top-rated spa, and right at Napa Valley's 5-star Fairmont Sonoma Mission and Spa. You'll hit all the wineries as well. $15 going once, do I hear $1,750? $15 going twice, do I hear $1,750 in the room? $1,500. Final call, and fair warning at $1,500. Sold at $1,500. Give him a nice round of applause. Thank you very much. All right, our final 2 lots. Here we go. Do we have some baseball fans in the room? Do we have some kids in the family that are baseball fans? Because this great lot is going to be spectacular. Provided by our dear friends from the New York Yankees. Here's what the lot includes. Shh, thank you. 4 lower level, 100 level tickets to a mutually agreed upon New York Yankees game this upcoming regular season. Before the game, while everybody else is standing outside, your entire family will be escorted inside Yankee Stadium as VIPs to enjoy batting practice, where you're going to be placed in a special section to catch the home run balls hit during batting practice, ladies and gentlemen. In addition, the 4 of you will enjoy a VIP behind-the-scenes tour at the new $1.5 billion Yankee Stadium, led by a World Series championship Yankee legendary player wearing his World Series ring, signing autographs galore. You could bring anything you'd like to get signed: baseballs, jerseys, photos, cards, caps, helmets, anything you'd like, and then taking the game after getting the autographs, catching the home run balls, and your 4 100 level tickets. What a day at the Bronx. It's going to be valued at over $4,000. Once again, we're going to start it off at just $1,000 in the room to support the victims' families addressed by the terrorist attacks of Paloma. $1,000 is our opening bid. I've got $1,000 very much. Who would like to say $1,200? $1,000 is our generous bid. The tickets, the autographs, the pictures, cameras are welcome as well. What a day it's going to be in the Bronx. Children of any age are welcome to come as well. $1,000 is our bid for our $4,000 value, ladies and gentlemen, package. $1,000 is our generous bid. Do I hear just $1,200 in the room? $1,000 going once. Do I hear $1,200? $1,000 going twice. Say $1,200 in the room. $1,000. Raise your hand, Yankee fans. Enjoy. Take the kids. $1,000 final call, and fair warning at just $1,000. Sold at $1,000. What a deal. Congratulations. And now our final lot. I assume we've got some Knicks fans in the room. If you are a basketball fan, this is our final and premier live auction lot. Enjoy the Chase VIP Lounge Suite on Saturday night, March 30th, as the New York Knickerbockers take on Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat on Saturday night, March 30th. You and your guests will be guests of the Knicks in the VIP Chase Lounge. Unlimited food, unlimited soft drinks, and in the lounge will be none other than New York Knicks legend John Starks speaking, taking pictures with you, signing autographs for you and your friend or child as well. What a night it's going to be at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Guests of the Knicks in the VIP lounge, enjoy the game, enjoy the food, the drinks, the autographs, pictures with the legend John Starks, valued at over $3,500. I'm kicking it off at just $500 in the room. Who's going to start us at $500? I've got $500 all the way in the back. Who would like to say $1,000? $500 is our generous bid. I hear just $1,000 in the room. $500 going once. Enjoy a Knick game like you never have before. You may take your son, your daughter, your spouse, your friend, your client, anyone you would like. $500 is our generous bid. Do I hear $1,000 in the room? $500 going once, say $1,000. $500 going twice, do I hear $1,000? The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, with Knicks legend, autographs, pictures, the food, the stories. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. I've got $500, do I hear $1,000 in the room? $500 going twice, do I hear $1,000? $500, final call, and fair warning at just $500 sold. $500. Thank you very much. Give a nice round of applause in the center. Thank you all so much for your generosity in the live auction. The silent auction located in the back room over there features absolutely fantastic items and prizes. We ask each and every person in the room to please be sure and visit the silent auction. Let's go home with each with just one item to support the victims' families. It will mean the world to us and of course the world to them. You've got gift giving season coming up, Father's Day, Mother's Day, and all for the cause. My name is Howard Schwartz. Thank you all so much for your generosity this evening, and be sure to travel home safely. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a good job. Excellent.
ఈ కార్యక్రమం ద్వారా పెద్ద ఎత్తున నిధులు సమీకరించడం జరిగింది. ఈ నిధులను అమర జవాన్ల కుటుంబాలకు వినియోగించనున్నట్లు నిర్వాహకులు తెలిపారు.
President Dr. Vinod Sinha, Padma Shri Mr. H.R. Shah, Chair BOT Dr. Hemant Patel, Co-Chair BOT Dr. Kishore Ratnalkar, partner organizations, World NRI Association, Bajana, India World Foundation, FIA, and TV Asia. It is with great humbleness and deep heart I welcome you all tonight for honoring and saluting our army men and fallen heroes. As we pay our respect to them and we mourn the men who died, we should thank God that such men lived. Those heroes who have given their life to something bigger than oneself. Soldiers above all people pray for peace, and yet they are the ones most suffer and bear deepest wounds and scars of the war. India's fighting men and women sacrifice much to ensure that our great nation stays free. We owe a debt of gratitude to the soldiers that have ultimate prize for the cause. Without their sacrifice, the nation would not stand so boldly, shine so brightly, and live so freely. So let us all pay our respect to them, and thank you all for coming today. With that, I will invite our President of New Jersey State Aapi, Dr. Vinod Sinha.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Vinod Sinha. His contribution to the community has been tremendous. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all of you to come this evening on Sunday with this bad weather. And I really applaud for your commitment for such a good cause. I also want to thank my core committee members who put this together. We had a lot of cancellation because of people coming because of the bad weather, but I decided not to cancel but to continue and get it done. I'm happy to see our Consulate General here today. He's our chief guest, and he's a community man, he's such a good man, he always comes to any Indian community events. I just want to say this, I decided to do this fundraising. I think this is one of the first chapter of Aapi in the whole America. No other chapter has done this fundraising. So for that note, in the solidarity against terrorism across the world, there are 35 countries all over the world, 50 cities, and more than 30,000 overseas Indians has shown their concern by doing this type of event or walking on the street in front of the Pakistan consulate. It's all over the world. So people are very concerned. We are all united, overseas Indians. We are very concerned what has happened. India witnessed a very drastic terror attack on our soil, where 44 Indian soldiers were massacred in a suicide bombing attack by a Pakistan-sponsored and Pakistan-based terrorist group, Jaish-e-Mohammed. This brought a huge amount of anguish and outrage amongst the people of Indian origin all across the world. The Indian diaspora showed solidarity with the soldiers during Pulwama attack in Jammu and Kashmir on 14th of January 2019 by organizing prayers, condolences, meetings, protests all over countries, all over the world. As I said before, it's 30 countries, more than 50 cities, and more than 30,000 overseas Indians all over the world. So we are here today to do the fundraising for those families. This is very good to see all of you here to pay respect and do contribution for such a good cause. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vinod Sinha. What a privilege and honor.
Now, may I request our Board of Trustee Chair, Dr. Hemant Patel, to come on the stage.
Dr. Hemant Patel.
Thank you.
Please put your hands together for Dr. Hemant Patel, ladies and gentlemen. His contributions are tremendous. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. API is strong. Time and again, when nation needs API or any help, organization is there. It's just not today, for past many years since inception of Aapi. Aapi is always ready to help our motherland. So we should be all proud of it, and please give a big applause to organization. It also reminds me, we had done fundraising many years ago after Kargil war, and API was the very forefront to the fundraising, and we successfully did that. And most recently, when we had a flood situation in Kerala, our New York, New Jersey, on behalf of Federation of API, we had donated $40,000 from this area. So we are always there. It is our obligation, our duty for the motherland. This is our adopted land where we have all flourished, successful, and has a lot of work for this country. But when the call comes from motherland, we are always here. So with that, I want to congratulate everybody who came here in the inclement weather. Usually I stay away from saying bad weather, and I have my own reason to say that. Whatever Mother Nature does is never bad. It's always some reason to it, and that's why I never say bad weather. It's Mother Nature. So inclement, we don't like, that's fine, but I think that's what it is. So having said that, Jai Hind, and I will pass on to the next speaker.
Bharat Mata ki Vande.
Thank you, Dr. Patel. As we see, we are keeping the speeches very short and to the point to make sure we keep moving. Now, may I request our co-chair, Board of Trustee, Dr. Kishore Ratnalkar, to give his short address. Thank you, Dr. Kishore.
Small error on my name, it's Ratkalkar. Good evening, honored guests and friends. Thank you for being here for a great cause. It's awesome to see all of you here. My special thanks to the hardworking core committee members, the volunteers who have done an excellent job. And I thank all of you for your support. We have successfully raised a lot of money tonight, and we do have a lot of pledges. Great cause for all the martyrs who passed away here. And we do have among our guests children of freedom fighters who have supported our country over the years. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for making this a great event. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki.
Thank you, Dr. Ratnalkar. May I request Padma Shri H.R. Shah to come on the stage for his short remarks. Please come on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the doctor himself. Dr. H.R. Shah is awarded doctorate with the Punjab University. His contribution to the community has been tremendous. Not only his own hard work, but of course to the media. TV Asia, the chairman of TV Asia, ladies and gentlemen, a role model to the community. We are so blessed and honored to have you, Sir H.R. Shah ji. Thank you.
Honorable CG Sandeep ji, Dr. Rajbani convener, Dr. Vinod Sinha ji, and all doctors and friends. We are with Aapi for a long time. We are partnered with Aapi over 25 years. And TV Asia is always with you people, and always going to be with you. Anything I can do for you, we are with you. I was talking with Dr. Sinha last night. New Jersey State have about close to 33,000 doctors in this country, in state. And out of there, 8 to 9,000 doctors Indian. 8 to 9,000 doctors Indian. There's a lot of doctors, and you can consider 25. If they wake up, all in New Jersey wake up, they can build up new Aapi. You know what I mean? They built up and they support. You need support in the center. Please help as much you can. All doctor has to together and do the Aapi, make it strong. So I'm not going to take you too much time. Whatever you're doing fundraising, the great. And roughly India collect over 160 crore rupees. And the people are giving more and more money. Which I am looking. First time, India wake up to donate money for the soldier. When we are sleeping, they are fighting on the border. When the border, they just risking life and they're doing everything for the country. So whatever we are collecting here goes to all the soldiers. And right now people is coming from like reality. They have a feeling sacrifice for the soldier, for the country. So I'm going to talk about little शायरी of that. संदीप जी से कि एक आध शायरी हो जाए, तो मैं उनको सैल्यूट देने की एक शायरी लगाता हूँ। जमाने भर में मिलते हैं आशिक कहीं, जमाने भर में मिलते हैं आशिक कहीं, मगर वतन से खूबसूरत कोई सनम नहीं होता, वतन से खूबसूरत कोई सनम नहीं होता। नोटों में भी लिपट कर सोने में सिमट कर मरे हैं कहीं, सोनों में सिमट कर मरे कहीं, मगर तिरंगे से खूबसूरत कोई कफन नहीं होता, मगर तिरंगे से खूबसूरत कोई कफन नहीं होता। एंड दूसरी शायरी है, खुश नसीब होते हैं वो लोग जो देश पर कुर्बान होते हैं, जान देने के भी वो लोग अमर हो जाते हैं, जान देने के भी लोग अमर होते हैं। करते हैं सलाम उन देश प्रेमी सोल्जरों को, करते हैं सलाम उन देश प्रेमी सोल्जरों को जिसके कारण इस तिरंगा का मान है, जिसके कारण इस देश का मान है। तो गिव अ सैल्यूट टू सोल्जर and for their whatever they did, and our duty to help India, whatever you can do. We don't have a right, but we have to help. This is the motherland. Whatever you can do for the country, do that. That's my request, everyone. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the H.R. Shah, Padma Shri, Dr. H.R. Shah. And now I'd like to request our special guest, Conveyor Raj Banerjee.
Thank you very much for coming here. I think everybody has already talked, and I'm not going to go into detail of that, especially with this inclement weather and the people who have commitment to do the donations, and we really appreciate them, and we have worked hard and will work. Let me just put it this way. This Aapi, the New Jersey State Aapi, is going to be different than what we have seen. Our motto is to help the people, community and nation. We are not going to look for ourselves, but we have a motto is to help the community, help the nation, and also the help who really needs. And when we got this call from our nation, we have done it and we will continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank Dr. Shah for such a wonderful short remark. With that, I will request our member at large, Dr. Ranjita Sengupta, to come and introduce our honorable chief guest, Consul General Sandeep Chakravarti.
Good evening and welcome to all over here. Thank you for coming and gracing the occasion. It gives me great privilege and honor to introduce our Consul General, Mr. Sandeep Chakravarti. Little introduction about him. Prior to accepting the position of the Consul General of India, he has served as ambassador to Peru and Bolivia. But above and all, he's a friend of the community. I've met him personally in numerous charity events, and he's our friend at New Jersey State Aapi. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let me introduce you to Shri Sandeep Chakravarti, a fellow Bengali.
Good evening to all of you. अभी डॉक्टर पद्मश्री एच.आर. शाह ने कुछ शायरी सुनाई, तो शायरी का जवाब तो शायरी से देना पड़ता है। तो उन्होंने देश प्रेम की बात करी, तो मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ कि यहाँ जो इंडियन ओरिजिन PIO NRI कम्युनिटी है, आप लोग एकत्र होते हैं, जुड़ते हैं नेशनल कॉजेस पे, लेकिन हर समय एक फीलिंग सी रहती है कि क्या हम देश के लिए कुछ कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं। आप खुद भी सोचते हैं, भारत में जो आपके दोस्त लोग हैं, परिवार वाले हैं, वो भी सोचते हैं। तो ये जो शेर मैं सुनाने जा रहा हूँ, ये आपकी थोड़ी अंदर की बात है, तो आप लोगों को आशा करता हूँ अच्छा लगेगा। ये शर्त मोहब्बत ये तो नहीं कि हर वक्त ही जिक्र तुम्हारा हो, शर्त मोहब्बत ये तो नहीं कि हर वक्त ही जिक्र तुम्हारा हो, मेरी खामोशी में तो तेरा जिक्र अक्सर और भी ज्यादा होता है, मेरी खामोशी में तो तुम्हारा जिक्र अक्सर और भी ज्यादा होता है। तो मैं सोच रहा था कि ये जो भावना इस शेर में है, वो आप लोगों की अपनी भावना है, क्योंकि आप लोग यहाँ बहुत सालों से रह रहे हैं, लेकिन हर समय आपका दिल भारत के लिए धड़कता है। आई थिंक दिस इज द सेंटिमेंट, आई थिंक विच इज प्रेवलेंट इन दिस रूम एंड द स्पीचेस दैट आई हर्ड। I first want to thank Aapi New Jersey chapter for this initiative. I believe this is the first chapter of Aapi which has organized solidarity and fundraiser for the victims and the martyrs of the terrorist attack in Pulwama. But I must also say that there has been an outpouring of support and solidarity over the last several weeks. We have seen all over the United States and in our nearby tri-state area and other cities. There have been many get-togethers and functions and events to pay homage to the victims, to the martyrs, and also to raise funds. There has also been many online efforts. I would like to mention one which is by a young man called Vivek Patel, with whom we have got involved, and he has raised more than $1 million over on Facebook for Bharat Ki Veer Fund. Now the challenge is to send this money, because once Facebook gets hold of the money, it's not easy to extricate the money. The challenge is now to send it to India, and we're working very closely with him in trying to send the money to the Bharat Ki Veer or some other charity which will support the martyrs. I will just, I hope I'm not standing between you and dinner, but I will just take you through some things which have happened over the last several weeks, because I think it's very important to understand where we stand and how things are happening. Particularly it is important to interpret the events that have happened over the last several weeks and how we are placed. Because since you have family, since you belong to India, you have a level of anxiety. But I just want to assure you that the government and the people of India are responding to the situation with vision, with understanding, with calmness. So I don't think you should fear or worry about anything. But what has happened is that things of the past are over now. It will not happen anymore. We have been very patient, we have been very tolerant. We have always thought that our neighbor, which has been perpetrating a lot of attacks on us, will see reason. But I think several hundreds of lost souls, lost soldiers, innocent civilians, several attacks on our country, the latest being Pulwama, have proven that this is not going to happen. Our neighbor is not going to change. So what has happened in the attack on the Jaish-e-Mohammed base in Balakot is that India has now conveyed clearly that we will not tolerate this thing anymore. So a new normal has been set. We will, if you attack us through unconventional means, through terrorists, through non-state actors, we will not keep quiet and say, come and attack us once more. We will not do that. So I think what our leadership has done, which all of us should understand and appreciate, is that we have now very strongly conveyed that this is now the new normal. If you attack us, the cost, you will have to bear the cost. We will not sit and we will not keep quiet. We will raise the cost for you. And I think that has happened. Also, another thing which we have to understand, being here in the United States, is the level of support that we have got from the leadership in the United States. I think that is remarkable. Not only we get support from the Indian community here, of course all of you around this room are members of the community, but the leadership in the United States, whether they are the President, the Secretary of State, the State Department, numerous congressmen, numerous governors all over the state, including Governor Phil Murphy. If you remember, right after the Pulwama attack, he tweeted his support to India. And lots of other legislators, a lot of other officials of New Jersey have conveyed the support to India. I think this is very, very important, that the United States public officials, elected officials, they have conveyed support. And also, after India took action, there has been widespread support from the public officials of the United States, including the State Department and other governments all over the world. So the international response to what happened in Pulwama and also to our response to Pulwama has been very, very positive. So the world is now understanding that India is not going to sit back and watch, India is going to respond. I think this is a fundamental change, it's a transcendental change which has happened in our international relations, our relations with our neighbor, and a new normal has been set. Having said that, I would also like to mention, because all of you live here in the United States, in New Jersey, that unfortunately the media in the United States, the mainstream media, that has not been very supportive. And if you just watch or read what the New York Times has been reporting, it is still conveying the old story. It is still shows some kind of sympathy, and I don't know how to describe this word. And stories such as return of our hero, Wing Commander Abhinandan, they have described it as a humiliation for India. I just don't understand how they use these words and how they are, reporting on what has happened in India. There is no appreciation of the sufferings of India. There is no appreciation of the hundreds of people who have died because of terrorism. They seem to be holding a brief for terrorism, which I find very, very strange. So I think what we should look at next is how to convey our message to the mainstream media in the United States. Because one option is to ignore. A lot of people on social media saying, why are you getting so excited about what the New York Times is reporting? Hardly anyone reads New York Times. Well, while that may be true, but New York Times holds some kind of a leadership role in the media. It is an exalted institution, and I think we should talk to them. We should convey our displeasure, because most of the readers of New York Times is the Indian community in the United States. We are basically paying for their success, their business model, and they are reporting very, very negatively about India. And if you see the last 10 days of reporting by New York Times, particularly New York Times, it has been so negative, and everything that we do is portrayed negatively, and they have become victims of the propaganda of our neighbor, and everything they are saying seems to be gospel truth for this newspaper, whereas whatever we are saying, for instance, we did the strikes, but we didn't publicize the photographs of a strike, because that is not supposed to be done. We believe in dignity. We believe in giving allowing the armed forces to do their job, and we don't publicize. If you remember, a few years back we had the surgical strike. Did anyone see any pictures of the surgical strike? That's not the way we work. But just because we didn't publicize the pictures, they are questioning the strike. Just because we didn't put out pictures of the downed F-16, they don't believe that. They also don't believe that. They also said that the return of our pilot was humiliating. But there is not even a word about the Pakistani pilot who was killed by his own people, because he ejected out, and the people thought he was an Indian, and he was lynched by his own people. So there's not a word about that in the media. Only, what we are conveying or what is coming out in the media has been reported. So I think this is a matter of concern, and we should think about it and how to react to it, because I think, the narrative has to change. The relationship between India and United States has changed. So the media should correctly portray what has changed, and not be hostage to the past, because in the past, as you know, they had maybe a soft corner, or I don't know what, but they were more under the influence of our neighbor. I think that has to change, and again here I think the community can play a role. I was mentioning about the support that we got from the United States in the last several weeks, and I just want to show you one small clipping. Is it working? Yeah. Just see, this is a congressman from Pennsylvania, Scott Perry. He on his own made a statement in the US House of Representatives. Remarkable statement, and I think this is the kind of support which we got, and I would very much like to see that you hear this comment.
Without objection. Mr. Speaker, I stand here today to condemn the senseless and cowardly and horrific terrorist attack in India, the deadliest in 3 decades. On February 14th of this year, a suicide bomber rammed an explosive-packed vehicle into a convoy, claiming the lives of 40 Indian paramilitary forces and wounding at least 44 others. The Pakistan-based militant group Jaish-e-Mohammed later claimed responsibility for the attack. We mourn the victims of this act of terror and call for continued action against any nation, to include Pakistan, that harbors terrorists and promotes violent extremism. India has announced its plans to diplomatically isolate Pakistan and cancel its preferential trade status. We support these efforts, Mr. Speaker. This attack only further strengthens our U.S.-India counterterrorism cooperation. To the nation of India, we mourn with you, we pray for you, and we stand in solidarity with you during this difficult time. I yield back the balance.
This is just an example of the kind of support we received, and this has happened because Congressman Scott Perry is very close to the community in Pennsylvania. He is basically from Harrisburg area, and I think this is what is a very good example of what the community can do. That you are linked to your congressman, you vote for them, and when you can influence them for the cause of the country and the relationship, I think it gives great results for all of us. With these words, I just want to thank the Aapi New Jersey chapter. I see lots of friends around here, and I convey my regards to you. I would not like to get into taking names because everybody is a friend, but I just want to thank you for this initiative, and I just want to make sure that if we can help you in any way in reaching this money to the victims or the martyrs, then we will be very happy to do so. And if there are other such efforts, we will be very happy to participate. With these words, I once again thank you. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Consul General Sandeep Chakrabarti. Thank you.
I'll request Raj Lakshmiji, who is the president of World NRI Association and strong supporter of this event. She single-handedly raised about $1,500, but she got very good support, and she'll work with us in future. Raj Lakshmiji, thank you.
Welcome, Raj Lakshmiji. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bayani. You are a good friend, a long-time friend, and I am always there whenever our country needs. हमारा शरीर यहाँ है, पर हमारी आत्मा तो अपनी भारत भूमि में ही है. और देखिए, मैं सबने कहा जो पुलवामा में अटैक हुआ उसके बारे में कहा, मैं उसको रिपीट नहीं करना चाहूँगी. मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि ये वर्ल्ड एनआरआई एसोसिएशन जो हमने शुरू किया है, अभी इसका शॉर्ट टर्म गोल है कि भाजपा जिताओ और भारत बचाओ. आप में से कई इसको नहीं शायद में भी पर मेरे साथ सहमत ना हो, पर मुझे चूँकि ये मंच दिया गया है और मुझे अपनी विचार को व्यक्त करने का अवसर दिया गया है, तो मैं कहना चाहती हूँ. और एवरी डे वी आर रीचिंग आउट. There is a team, NRI team, that is reaching out to people in India. हम गांव-गांव में यहाँ से ही via video conferencing, phone conferencing, हम reach out to, we are reaching out to villagers, students. तो लोग हमसे ये पूछते हैं कि राजलक्ष्मी जी हम क्या करें. हम सुबह 2 बजे नहीं उठ सकते, 5 बजे नहीं उठ सकते, क्योंकि वही टाइम है वहाँ पर. What I would say, all of you become a call center. You do not have to have a physical coach. You do not have to have a karyalay. You don't have to have a karyakarta, and you don't have to have a physical place where you can have these call centers. You have a cell phone. You have your friends. You call them. You tell them who मोदी जी को क्यों लाना है, क्योंकि वो सत्य के साथ हैं. वो धुरी देखिए, राजनीति ये विवेकानंद का कहा हुआ बात है. मुझे एक क्षण दीजिएगा थोड़ा सा. ये विवेकानंद की कही हुई बात है कि राष्ट्र धर्म प्राण है और राष्ट्र शरीर है. जब धर्म की धुरी में चलते हुए अगर आप राष्ट्र का साथ देते हैं, राष्ट्र के नियमों में ऐसे नेता को चुनते हैं जिसके साथ 9-headed हाइड्रा, जो कि हमारे ऋग्वेदों में कहा गया है, वो उसको हटाते हुए किसी ऐसे व्यक्ति का चुनाव करते हैं जो कि सत्य के साथ है, तो उस समय राष्ट्र का निर्माण होता है. उनके पास जिगरा है. कहते हैं ना कि आपको स्ट्रांग होना पड़ता है. CEO of a company has to be strong to make a decision. When he makes that decision, he's alone. There is nobody with him. Same way, you run a department, you run a business, you are alone many times. Same way, when he made that decision, our PM Modi ji, he made that decision, he was alone. He didn't think what will affect. कुछ भी गलत हो सकता था, पर देखिए ईश्वर की इच्छा है, महादेव की इच्छा है. कल शिवरात्रि है. जब महादेव की इच्छा होती है, माँ की इच्छा होती है, वही होता है. अब सब मुझे कई लोग जानते भी हैं, धर्म के साथ ही जुड़ी हुई, सत्य के साथ हो. आई कम फ्रॉम अ वेरी ऑनेस्ट प्लेस. जो मेरी मन की बात है वही मैं आपके सामने रखती हूँ, हमेशा वही कहती हूँ. मैं एक कविता कहूँगी, उसके बाद बंद कर दूँगी. बहुत आप मेरे बाद भी बहुत लोग बोलने वाले हैं. मैं यूपी की हूँ, काशी की हूँ, और रामधारी सिंह दिनकर स्वतंत्रता सेना के सेनानी थे, वीर रस के थे। उनकी ये कविता बहुत ही मुझे प्रिय है। हिमाद्रि तुंग श्रृंग से प्रबुद्ध शुद्ध भारती, स्वयं प्रभा समुज्ज्वला स्वतंत्रता पुकारती। ये बहुत फेमस कविता है। उसमें मैं थोड़ा सा क्षमा चाहती हूँ, पर उसमें थोड़ा सा मैं चेंज करके आपके सामने रखती हूँ। हिमाद्रि तुंग श्रृंग से प्रबुद्ध शुद्ध भारती, स्वयं प्रभा समुज्ज्वला माँ भारती पुकारती। आज हम सभी को माँ भारती पुकार रही है। किसी तरह से भी आप हेल्प करें, जरूर करें। फिजिकली, मन से, वचन से, कर्म से हमें हेल्प करना है। अमर्त्य वीर पुत्र हो, दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ सो चलो, प्रशस्त पुण्य पंथ है, बढ़े चलो बढ़े चलो। असंख्य कीर्त रश्मिया विकर्ण दीव दाहसी, सपूत मात्र भूमि के रुको न शूर साहसी। अराति सैन्य सिंधु में सुवाण विघ्न चल चलो, वीर वीर हो जयी बनो, बढ़े चलो बढ़े चलो। जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय।